from the accounts held by customers in the district central cooperative banks. The next network is through the e-payment mechanism. I have mentioned about ATM, but specifically through the e-payment mechanism, it has been decided that government departments and central public sector undertakings would be advised to do maximize their payments through the e-payment mechanisms, and the government departments and central public sector undertakings are being advised to carry out all their transactions through e-payment mechanism and only to resort to cash drawal from banks and cash disbursement in totally unavoidable or very, very exceptional cases. So that will also reduce the pressure on the banks, reduce the pressure on the cash disbursement to the public. With regard to the National Payment Corporation of India, the Reserve Bank has already advised the National Payment Corporation of India to waive its transaction charges in respect of various transactions which are settled by the through the what they call the National Financial Switch system, to waive the transaction charges. In other words, it will be less costly now for all transactions done through which are settled by the National Payment Corporation of India. Similarly, the banks are also being advised to waive their charges in respect of the various transactions through the debit, credit card, etc. Then finally, with regard to enhancing the public convenience, as you know, government has already announced that there shall be separate queues for the senior citizens and the Divyang persons. There will be a separate queue for customers visiting bank branches to do transactions against their bank accounts, and there will be a separate queue for such people who visit the banks only for exchange of notes, that is submission of old notes and receiving the new notes. So there will be separate queues for each category so that the operations at the banks is streamlined. And with regard to, again, keeping in view the necessity to reduce the crowd at the bank branches, and also keeping in view the need of senior citizens, the annual life certificate which is required to be given by the pensioners during the month of November every year, the time limit has been extended up to 15th of January. And finally, the exemptions which have been granted by the government, that is cases or transactions where acceptance of old 500 rupee notes or 1000 rupee notes have been permitted or were permitted for a temporary period up to 14th November midnight, that has been extended to 24th November midnight. And this will cover all the categories. I repeat, this will cover all the categories, namely the petrol and diesel bunks, the payments in the pharmacies, the payments to the utilities, water and electricity utilities. And when we say pharmacies and water and electricity utilities, a question was raised whether also it includes private units. Yes, it does. It includes private pharmacies, it includes private discom companies also. But in respect of discom companies, as we have already said earlier, it will be mainly for